What's up fam, Bisquicks here, and today I'm going to be talking to you about Ana and Reinhardt, the grandmother and the grandfather of the team fight. Now this is a synergy guide. We call this a synergy guide because this is not a guide to teach you about how to play these heroes, but more of a guide to teach you how to properly synergize with each other, work together, and take over and control of the team fight. Now being in a duo queue environment can be quite hard, especially when you're the only two people with mics. But with a little bit of synergy, especially some proper synergy between the two of you guys can decimate the enemy team, lead the charge, and show those motherfuckers how to gain SR. First things first, why does this comp work? Biggest thing is Ryan is the leader of the fight, okay? So he's going to be someone who's always constantly taking damage. This means that Ana can charge her ult so sufficiently and just farm it off that motherfucker because he's going to be taking damage by body blocking the other team, but at the same time while he's taking damage, he's also saving his shield. So if he can save his own shield, you guys have the up advantage in the next fight. Next part is definitely that their kits are made for each other. If you see Ana's sleep dart and Reinhardt's charge, that's the 1-2 combo that can take out almost any target. Even if it's a roadhog, if you throw that fucking healing grenade in there, I guarantee you will kill him, so don't worry here. And last but not least is definitely going to be that their ultimate combo. The Nano Boost and the Reinhardt ult is still one of the strongest plays in the game, and I promise you, you will be able to make some killer plays out of this with a few tips I'm going to give you here. Now in this guide, I'm going to be going over to somewhat of a mindset on how to play each of those heroes, and then finally I'm going to talk about how to use their ultimates more efficiently to wreck the other team. We'll start off with Ana because Ana's my bae. Even though that she's 60 plus years old, I'd still hit that. Anyways, as Ana, you always want to make sure to take care of your Reinhardt. Your Reinhardt is going to be diving in there, beating people up, getting slapped up himself, and he's going to be body blocking for your team, trying to protect your team. So since he's trying to protect you, you must also protect him. Make sure to always be giving him lots of heals because he's going to be trusting you to do that. He's going to be taking a lot of damage, soaking up a lot of damage. So as you heal him, you will charge your ult, and that means that you're doing your job because you're not only healing your teammate, but you're also charging up your own ult. Now, the next part is the sleep dart. You always want to be sleeping an enemy whenever you can, because if you can sleep dart and charge the enemy, you're effectively taking one of the other teammates out of the fight, and you can make it a 5v6 very easily and swing the fight into your favor. So when you sleep at the enemy team, try to sleep someone preferably in front of Reinhardt so it's not that hard for them to charge. So anybody inside their line of sight, but you should also target prioritize who you sleep. If there's another Ryan on the enemy team, try to sleep the other Ryan because then your Ryan can charge him and basically take their Ryan out of the battle. If you watch their cues, the Reinhardt, every time he goes to do a fire strike, he drops his shield. So if you can try to hit him then, I know it's a small window, but as you get better and better at Ana, you can kind of get used to doing that. So if you can sleep the other enemy Ryan, that's a great. But if there's no Ryan on the other team, just target prioritize whoever is doing the most damage to your team, whoever's fucking you up the most. If you guys can take him out of the fight, you make it a lot easier for yourselves. So always try to keep that in mind. Now also, when you're in danger, call out to your Ryan. If you're doing this composition properly, you are going to get focused down a lot and somebody's going to come try to flank you. So if you can hit that sleep dart on the tracer that's trying to get you, or if you can even just throw down one of those healing nades and get the other guy antied, it really helps out a lot because then your Ryan can just turn around, get a couple swings and save you, because if you're not alive, Reinhardt's dead, so he kind of has to save you. It's kind of like a two-way street. When you're taking care of him, he should be taking care of you at the same time. Now, next part I'm going to go on to is the Reinhardt part. As Reinhardt, what you kind of want to do is to drop your shield so you can take some damage, which will allow Ana to charge up her ult. This is actually a good thing on your side too, because when you're taking the damage, your shield is not taking the damage. So if the other Ryan has their shield up and your team is constantly trying to poke at it and take it down, yours will still have an extra 2,000 health that their doesn't. You know, you have more on top of them, so when their Ryan shield breaks, you guys are in the advantage. So this helps you out a lot and kind of just gets you a little bit more sustainability for the fight. Now the next part is going to be the sleep dart. So when your Ana sleeps, whatever fucker is in your way, try to charge him. Like, really try to charge him, you know, even if it's going to do a little bit more damage to yourself, that's okay, because that's what's going to lead on to my next point, which is trust your Ana. You must trust your Ana. She will be doing as much as she can to keep you alive, so don't be afraid to swing your hammer and do some damage. When you go in for that charge and you're going to be taking damage, your Ana is going to be fixating on you, and she's going to be constantly shooting you. she's going to be keeping you alive. So there's no problem. She's got her healing grenade saved to amp it up, and she will be able to keep you alive. And that's one thing you always got to focus on too. Trust your Ana and just fuck shit up, because she will be there by your side. Remember, it's the grandmother and the grandfather. There's not a king without a queen. You guys got to both be working together. So next part is going to be the ultimate. Now this is still one of the strongest ults in the game. I know back before when they just introduced Ana and the nano boost, it gave you that speed boost. That was great, but we don't have that anymore, so we kind of got to work with what we have. So first things first, allow your Rein to hammer down first and then send the nano afterwards. Now this not only allows you to have more time being nano boosted, but this will prevent you from wasting your nano boost. There's a lot of the times where the Ana will first give the Reinhardt the ult, and then the Reinhardt can't ult, so it really gives them no position. You know, they may have been able to ult originally, but then it's like, oh, everybody dips, so now I can't do it. If you nano boost afterwards, it ensures you don't waste your nano. It just ensures a lot more of a satisfactory wipe. Now the next part is when your Ana try to nade whoever Rein hammers down. This prevents the other team from healing, does a little bit more damage, and if the other team has Zenyatta on their team, they are purple and they can't heal, then it doesn't matter. Zenyatta, I'm sorry. Transcendence ain't gonna do shit to me, baby. Now that's going to be all for this guide here. The number one point I want you guys to remember when getting out of this guide is to trust each other. This is a synergy guide, and this involves you guys working together and being able to communicate without even communicating. You guys must know each other for this to work properly. Trust each other, and I promise you guys, if you do trust each other, you will make this comp the best comp of Season 5 and any other season to come. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys got any feedback for us, make sure to leave us in the comments, send us a like, and subscribe, because we're going to be doing a lot more of these guides in the future. We already got another one coming out next week, but really leave us some feedback, guys. We want to know how we can improve these guides, and maybe just even some more stuff we can do with our channel, because we really want to make some great content for you guys. But as always, may the sun god smile upon your ass.